Hey friends, welcome back. I am home from work. I'm already in my work clothes and I'm jumping straight into the garden because, oh, you guys, we have glorious sun and I am not about ready to waste a single second of it. So I want to spin you around and we're going to talk about my planting project for today. Okay, so here we are. This is my little pathway to our patio. This is the patio we replaced that we are going to put the greenhouse on. And the thing is that I have months to go before the greenhouse arrives, yet I cannot handle looking at all this dirt. And so I'm going to start putting in some ground cover and I want to show you what I have decided on. So here we are. This is the ground cover I decided upon. This is a thyme. It's called Elfin thyme. And this is one of my favorite ground covers. And what's kind of fun about it is you get a bit more three-dimensional with this one because you see how it grows with these little like octopus tentacles. I love it. And you can walk all over this stuff. In fact, check this out. This is the other bonus. You get these adorable, adorable purple blooms and it just blooms its little head off. Here are more coming out. Is that so cute? And what I wanted is I wanted a pathway that was durable. I thought about doing woolly thyme because I love that texture. I love the softness to it. But when I put it next to the charcoal of the black basalt, it actually didn't stand out and I felt like I wanted higher contrast. So I reached for one of my next favorites, which is this gorgeous Elfin thyme. I did think about red thyme as well. But for me, I loved this little purpley bit and I thought it was so cute. And so what I'm going to do is whenever I work with ground covers, I like to position them very naturally and organically throughout a pathway. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you set up and I'm going to start laying out this thyme all the way along the pathway. And it was funny because I think when I design my own garden, it's always the hardest, but there were just certain things that I was thinking about. I was like, okay, maybe I could mix a couple. And I thought to myself, you know, the vision for this new pathway is actually it's going to become a mini cut flower pathway for me. And I just thought, you know what? I'm going to do all the same ground cover. I'm going to keep it really simple, really kind of set a good base layer because what I'll add in is tons of dahlias coming down either side. In fact, I'm going to pop up some inspiration that I am really just is helping me dream of this space. So for those of you who are asking where all my cut flowers are going to go, I'm going to actually create a cut flower pathway leading to the new greenhouse spot. So Brian just got home from the hardware store and he has advised me that I need to plant more ground cover. Who does he think he is? So with ground cover, I know that they're going to be twice the size by next year. They're going to take off like a shot. I do have 9 left over though. And so you guys, I literally have my broom. I'm ready to do cleanup and wrap up this project. But if Mr. Brian wants more ground cover he shall have. All right, I guess I'm throwing in the last 9. It looks so cute. I'm going to show you. And also, by the way, I am itching to get plants in here because it's one of those things where I'm used to working my garden like probably 3 times a week, you know, being in this space, weeding, caretaking. And so for me to like not be in this space, not working, like at least every other day, it feels really weird. And also it just, putting plants into a ground, that softscape, it just helps everything feel so much more real. Look at these cute little nuggets. These are so stinking cute. By the way, pro tip from me to you. It's really awesome to space your pavers 4 inches apart because then a little 4-inch ground cover slips right in. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm the biggest mess. I just swept off this place and there's more dirt everywhere. Ugh. Okay, such is the life of a gardener. Is it my children who are the mess? No, it is their mother. You guys, this is making my heart so dang happy because it feels like we're finally settling this space in. This glorious October sun is back, but I am tickled. You know, I think there's a big push on the internet, on social media, even on TV to have things be immediate gratification. But gardening is so inherently and beautifully slow. I mean, literally, we can't make a garden grow faster. It is just the experience of being in the garden and waiting for those beautiful plants to grow. And so thank you for indulging me as we go through like the very natural process of planting a garden and having it be slow and having it be this beautiful unfolding of one right decision at a time. Okay, so with that said, I want to update you on 2 things that have transpired. I think we should head down the stairway and I'll show you the parking pad. Here we are, the finished parking pad. You guys, it's looking so awesome. I mean, it is just a world of difference between what it used to be. I mean, it was gravel, it was weeds, it was blackberry brambles. Oh, and we also parked a car on here for the very first time the other day. The other thing we discovered was actually down here, there was a buried row of these CMU blocks. And so my contractor was like, you know what, the neighbor's garden actually keeps running off into yours. And so he literally just cleaned them up and lined these bad rides up like perfect little tin soldiers. So fantastic. The other thing is right here. We had a little bit of a jog in the rockery. And so all my contractor did was just jog it over right here. So we weren't losing all of that space and we had max parking pad. Now, 2 of you are actually in the comments reading my dang mind because you actually asked what I would be doing back here to this rockery. That's still a little bit TBD, but I'm actually thinking that I might plant a whole bunch of sedums or other little kind of plants that will anchor back into this wall because otherwise more weeds are going to grow. So I might as well kind of scoop out those little cracks and plant all sorts of amazing sedums or maybe even some alpines. We don't know. But that is another project that is going to happen back here. I'm not sure when. It's kind of low priority, but I do think this wall needs to be greened up a touch. Next update, we have doors. La Casita has doors and it has a roof. I know these are 2 like little things, but it's just these incremental steps that take us so much further towards the finish line of having a beautiful space that we can work from, that we can film in. It's just, she is looking good. So the crew is actually taking the next 2 days to finish up another Casita project. Hello. Another person has already signed on. Their Casita is in progress. In fact, they put the roof on that Casita and they're painting it today. And so they'll be back on Thursday for a little bit more work. And Thursday we have big happenings. I'm talking big happenings. So stay tuned for that one. But I think that's going to do it for me today. I'm going to see you in the next one. And in the meantime, as always, say hello to your garden for me.